When you think of a sauna, what comes to mind? Relaxation? Maybe a post-workout luxury? Well, what if I told you that stepping into that hot, wooden room is one of the most powerful things you can do for your long-term health, backed by some truly incredible science? Let's dive in, because this is about so much more than just hot air.
Is a bold question, right? Is sweating the key to a longer, healthier life? But a growing mountain of research suggests the answer is a resounding yes. We're about to look at the hard science that shows how exposing your body to intense, controlled heat can trigger profound protective mechanisms and transform your health from the inside out.
To understand how a sauna works its magic, we first need to get our heads around a key scientific concept. It sounds like a contradiction, but the benefits of the sauna all start by putting the body under a very specific kind of stress, a good stress.
And that brings us to this fascinating idea, hormesis. You can basically think of it like a vaccine for your cells. The intense heat of the sauna acts as a short, manageable shock. Your body's response isn't just to cope, it overcompensates, building stronger, more resilient defense systems. You literally come out stronger than you went in.
So what does this hormetic stress actually look like inside your body? First, that intense heat raises your core temperature by a degree or two, kind of like a fever. In response, your blood vessels dilate. They open wide to get that heat away from your core. Your heart rate then ramps up, sometimes to 120 beats per minute, to pump that blood more efficiently. And finally, you start to sweat, a lot, as your body's cooling system kicks into high gear. It's basically a passive cardiovascular workout.
And that workout brings us to one of the most well-documented and frankly, remarkable benefits of regular sauna use, its incredible impact on your cardiovascular health. We're not talking about small changes here. We're talking about game-changing, life-extending effects proven in huge long-term studies.
Just look at this number. This comes from a massive multi-year Finnish study. It represents a staggering 70% reduction in the risk of dying from a cardiovascular event for people who use the sauna frequently. Just let that sink in for a moment. A 70% reduced risk.
And this chart shows us something crucial. It's a dose-dependent effect. It's not an all-or-nothing deal. Look here, even 2 to 3 sessions a week drops the risk by almost 30%. But the protection skyrockets when you get up to that 4 to 7 session range. The more consistently you train your cardiovascular system with heat, the stronger that protective shield becomes.
Now, as incredible as the heart benefits are, the sauna's positive effects don't stop there. In fact, this next one might be even more surprising. We're talking about protecting our most important organ, the brain, from age-related decline.
Here's another jaw-dropping statistic, this time from a 20-year study of over 2,300 men. Those who used the sauna 4 to 7 times a week had a 66% lower risk of developing dementia compared to those who only went once a week. That's a massive difference, and it begs the question, how is that even possible?
The answer seems to lie with something called heat shock proteins, or HSPs. When your body is exposed to heat stress, it ramps up the production of these amazing molecules. Think of them as your brain's personal maintenance crew. They go around repairing damaged proteins and cleaning up the misfolded junk that can lead to the toxic plaques we see in diseases like Alzheimer's. The heat is literally helping your brain clean house. So, we've covered the heart and the brain, but the ripple effects of this positive stress touch nearly every system in the body, contributing to both physical and mental resilience for a powerful holistic effect on our well-being. The benefits are truly wide-ranging. Physically, it acts like a boot camp for your immune cells, and it even improves skin hydration. Mentally, it's a double whammy. It lowers the stress hormone cortisol, and at the same time, it releases those mood-boosting endorphins, that great feeling you get after a workout. You add in muscle relaxation and better sleep, and you can see it's really a total body wellness tool. Okay, so the why is compelling, but to really get these benefits, the how is just as important. Let's switch gears and look at the practical, research-backed guidelines for using the sauna safely and for maximum effect. This table basically boils down the key findings from those big studies. For the most powerful effects, especially on the heart and brain, the data points to a traditional Finnish sauna heated to between 80 and 100 degrees Celsius. The sweet spot for duration is somewhere between 11 and 20 minutes per session. And as we saw, those life-changing benefits really start to stack up at a frequency of 4 to 7 times per week. And of course, because you're losing a lot of fluid, rehydrating with plenty of water afterwards is absolutely non-negotiable.
Now, it is incredibly important to talk about safety.
The sauna is powerful, and it's not for everyone or for every situation. You should avoid it completely if you have an acute illness, like a fever, if you have open wounds, or, and this is a critical one, after consuming alcohol, as that can be very dangerous. For those with known heart conditions, high blood pressure, or who are pregnant, it's not an automatic no, but it is an absolute consult your doctor first. Always listen to your body. If you feel dizzy or unwell, get out.
So, the bottom line is this. It's time to reframe how we think about the sauna. It's moving out of the category of passive indulgence and into a proactive, powerful, and scientifically validated tool for a healthier, more resilient, and longer life.
Which leaves us with one final question to think about. Given the incredible, research-backed benefits for our hearts, our brains, and our overall resilience, could this ancient tradition be one of the most powerful and overlooked health resources available to us today? It's certainly something worth sweating over.